What is going on? Happy erection day. I mean, election day. I was looking at the charts and I just got distracted there. Messed up my words.
Uh-huh. We are getting a nice election day pump, though. I'm telling you. It was pumping this morning, then it went down midday, and now it's pumping again. Volatility out there.
Yes, sir. How are you doing, man? How's it been going?
Today's good. Smoked a little bit earlier. Feeling good.
What's up, Fozzie? How you doing, Fozzie?
We're gonna make this stream short and sweet, guys. Everybody's watching the election. We'll see how many people we get in here. Me and John were both watching the election right now, like right up until the moment we hit the go button. So
40 seconds before, yeah.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
I was gonna say things are moving, things are grooving. Make sure that you're following at Jpg Empire, at the _John Carter, at Desert_Crypto, and at Chinbot Bridge. Yep. And then also like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell so that you can let other people know what we're talking about here. And every share gets us, another person here. It helps us with the algorithm. And, we're trying to grow this channel. We appreciate all of you for joining us today.
A bunch of the map just filled in for Trump. So just for you guys out there, Decision Desk is predicting 67.8% Trump, 32.2% Kamala. And they have 194 electoral votes for Trump and 95 for Harris showing right now. So just an update.
It's exciting.
I tried to move it in, but couldn't move it in.
Do you want to, what are you trying to do here? Do you want to just go straight into Market Watch, jump through that, some of the stuff going on the charts, and then call it?
Yeah, we can do that.
Because
there's nothing really going on in the charts. It's so choppy. It's like the charts are moving by what's coming out in the election right now. You can correlate it. So when Trump gains an edge, like in Decision, Bitcoin starts to pump a little bit. When Polymarket moves, Bitcoin pumps a little bit. When Polymarket comes down a little bit, the price has been coming down. So if you're not going to stay on top of a trade tonight the entire time, I wouldn't be trading. So that's my opinion.
I will say that I have heard, I talked to a couple of people in this space. Mythical, he made a pretty good bet on Doge. Believes that Doge is going to move many multiples compared to what Bitcoin is. I think a lot of the alts are going to move many multiples to what Bitcoin does. The trick is watching the market and then seeing where that actual reversal happens, right? Even if you don't get it exactly at the bottom, which nobody ever does, paying attention to what the direction it's going. Once that change happens and the direction starts being clearly to one direction, even if you're late, there's a lot of opportunity because we have a really good, I think, market cycle coming up here. So there'll be a lot of opportunity for a lot of people. I will say I was speaking to somebody earlier. They had a pretty big amount of powder on the side, and they were telling me they were looking at Bitcoin and specifically Doge, because Doge is a leverage move on Bitcoin. And if you add a little bit of leverage to that, could be some money.
Yes,
leverage,
sir.
Be careful out there, especially in choppy markets.
Yes. Always set a tight stop loss.
What's up, shout out.
So I did go ahead and make that channel and category in Discord. It's going to be a trading group. You got to have a special role to gain access to everything that goes in there. I'm going to start shooting some videos and posting them in there. I'm going to get it kind of organized this weekend. And we are going to start doing charts and having discussions. And everything in that category. So just one more utility for holding junkies and bosses.
That's awesome. And did you ever get the bot role thing figured out? Because what I know that we can do is
well, yeah, I got it figured out.
Okay,
that's how I created the. So anybody that owns 10 junkies and 5 bosses will automatically get the trading group role. Okay.
Fantastic. Because I was going to say, I know
ahead.
how to make one, and then we can award them to people that we can like check as well.
Well, I had already made it, but I wanted it to be an official. It just automatically does it. So it's already live. If you meet those qualifications, you'll have that role underneath your name. I did a post earlier. I added trading group to see who had the role, and about 3-4 people in there. So
shout out to New Yorker from Turkey.
Hello,
I think
New
that's
Yorker.
Turkey, right? Is that Turkey? Looks like Turkey.
I'm going to assume that's Turkey. Yes.
And smash the like button. Thank you, Jaleesa. Big shout out. And shout out to Fozzie. Shout out to Third Patriot. Shout out everybody out here. Also, always remember the 5th of November.
That's right.
This is a very important thing. And nobody should ever forget on this day about the gunpowder plot, right? If you haven't watched V for Vendetta, you should watch V for Vendetta.
Highly recommend it.
The government needs to know that it should always fear its constituents, and its constituents should never fear their government, because the government is of the people, by the people, for the people, right? And in Vendetta and in V for Vendetta, and also when it comes to the groups like Anonymous, right? The whole thing, we are Legion, is we are the constituents. We are everybody, right? So no centralized entity can beat the masses, right? The community of people, everybody in here. So this is all of us. So make sure that if you still have time, make sure you've gone out to vote. Make sure that you made your opinions voiced. I think Kanye West has a good chance this time. And so we'll see what happens.
That's right. Well, you are going to need one more, sir. Daniel.
It's 5 bosses and 10 junkies.
Yep.
Cool.
Tú necesito uno más, señor.
No. Daniel doesn't speak it. His wife understands, though. She'll translate for him.
Okay. I wish California would get its crap together, but we all know it won't. No. Nope. Unfortunately, it will not. And if Arizona doesn't go red this election, I might have to think about relocating. I'm surrounded by, I have to a deep red state. You know what I mean?
You're going to Texas, everywhere outside of what? It's literally Austin. Like Austin and then the other one.
Yeah. I'll send my aid address. You could send one to that wallet. Maybe. We'll think about it.
Yes. And so besides that, yeah, that's my big thing. Make sure
There's nothing really going on. Dallas, yeah.
That was it. Austin.
Well, but Austin is the real liberal. That's where Joe Rogan moved and brought all his liberal buddies with him.
Yeah, but he also went for Trump.
Well, he did. No, yeah. I understand that. But it doesn't matter. People, the migration, they moved to Austin for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a very liberal city. But no, I wouldn't move to Texas.
You wouldn't? I mean, I don't know.
I wouldn't move to Texas. I wouldn't move to Texas because of my record.
Okay.
Any little altercation, and it could put me away for a long time.
Gotcha. We'll just go to Vermont or Delaware. That's where everybody Vermont. That's where everybody that that's where everybody that just wants to get away and not ever be bothered for any reason. The people
But
that do
it's extremely blue. It's extremely
is.
blue. Oh, and breaking, John Deaton lost the race to Elizabeth Warren.
What? That's crazy. I didn't know.
Yep. I just seen that earlier on Twitter from Watcher Guru. The Orange Man is challenging for Turkey. I know this, but we need to support Trump for crypto investment and more for the USA. Yes. Yep. I mean, even if you're a single issue voter, we're all crypto. The obvious choice is Trump when it comes to crypto. I mean, even if you don't believe Trump, believe the people around him. You know what I mean? Kamala can't say the same thing. You know.
And do we think Gary Gensler needs to be promoted to Treasury Secretary?
And I seen a tweet earlier that she might make Mark Cuban. I mean, I don't know how true this is. This could be total BS. She might make Mark Cuban head of the SEC. Which actually wouldn't be that bad.
I think that would be good.
It wouldn't be that bad. He's a sycophant, but it wouldn't be that bad because he's crypto friendly.
You know? I would say he's crypto friendly, but he's also like been in legal fights with the SEC enough,
right,
to I think have a good perspective that would be positive and helpful for us in general.
Ooh, Wisconsin is coming in red.
Yes, sad news. Pocahontas.
That is a big upset right there. Oh, never mind. -1%. -1% reporting, but it's right outside Milwaukee. Telling you, this could be
a lot of those bigger states are red the whole way around, and then they have like the centralized cities.
Oh yeah,
they're very blue, but they have the heaviest weight.
There are no blue states. Yeah. It's red states with blue cities, and there's so much congestion in those cities that you know what I mean? That's why the popular vote doesn't work. Because if we went off the popular vote, California, Chicago, and New York would dictate the entire country. You know what I mean?
But the Electoral College we need to get rid of too. Why? There needs to be a better system. I mean, the Electoral College doesn't. I mean, like, it kind of like determines the outcome.
Well, yeah, it's weighted though. That's how it is. That's the whole point of it. It's weighted on a ratio. You know what I mean? That's why California gets like 70 freaking electoral votes.
But
Texas gets like.
You don't think one vote? You don't think one person, one vote should be a thing? Like if we have, I would say like
vote. No.
Yeah.
No.
You don't.
I just said why.
Yeah. You said
if it was the popular vote, then freaking LA, Chicago, and New York,
because of their populations.
Yeah.
And everything.
Why should the people that don't even know what a tractor is be setting policy for people in Nebraska, Kansas, Iowa? You know what I mean? That's why we have the Electoral College. And the Electoral College is based on population, is based on the census, right? And the big thing is now that with all the illegal immigrants coming in, even if they're not allowed to vote, which in California they do vote, even if they're not allowed to vote, they're counting them in the census when they should not be. And then that redistributes the electoral map and everything like that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the Electoral College helps out states like, Nebraska, Wyoming, Montana, people with less than 1 million in the whole state. No, you can't have a true democracy. And that's why we are not a democracy. Everybody says, they're destroying democracy. Well, we're not a democracy.
Yeah, we're a republic.
We're a democratic republic. You know what I mean? We're a republic of democratic states. So the popular vote works within a state because that's all one state. You know what I mean? But it doesn't work to set policy for something 2,000 miles away. You know?
Yes.
So.
Yep.
Well, anyway, you want to go into Market Watch?
Yes, let's get into
all right.
Market Watch.
Boom. Let's get some fresh data because Crypto King says the market is ripping, and it is. Even though we're only up 2.7, that's because it kind of pumped a little last night. We got, let me go through the whole thing. We're up 2.7, coming in at 2.478 trillion. Volume at 135 billion. Bitcoin dominance at 56.9. Ethereum at 12.1. And you can tell there's a lot going on because it's going to be 10.812 Gwei to send a transaction. We got Bitcoin back over 70 at 71,359, up 5%. Ethereum at 2493, up 3.5%. BNB at 574, up 3.7%. Solana with a big day, up 173, up 9.6. XRP 5215, up 3.2. Doge, what John was talking about earlier, coming in at 1819, up almost 12%. We got Tron at 1613, down 0.8%. And Cardano sliding back in above Toncoin, coming in at 3413, up 3.8%. Looking good. And the market is pumping. I can see, I'm looking at the price up there in the corner of Trading View. And my SWI long is doing very well. BitTensor is up 15.7. Rune is up 14.1. MogCoin just entered the top 100 at 14.1%. FET is up 14%. SWI is up 12.7%. Athena is up 12.5%. Dog, everything's up. You get a gain. You get a gain. Everybody gets gains tonight. And the biggest loser is Privacy Cash and Tron.
Monero. That's crazy.
Yeah, Monero down 1.3 and Tron down 0.8, and then it goes into stable coins. So let's look at the market. Let's look at the market. It must be getting more and more bullish for Trump because the market is pumping. And it's probably because they got him winning in Wisconsin, which is a big swing state. So we got Bitcoin coming in at 71,918. Nice little pump today. I don't even really. Everything's just pumping so hard that I wouldn't be looking for an entry right now. If anything, I would be looking for a short. But it's kind of like the FOMC, like I said last night. You really don't want to be trading it unless you're on top of it. I've been trading the really small time frames. So like SWI, I just hit my first take profit at 214. So I've been trading like the 7 minute and watching everything on that. You know, we came over to the 21, boom, pumped. Aptos, everything is pumping, bro. I don't know. I don't even know how to chart anything right now. all common sense just goes out the window because everything is so oversold or so overbought right now. You know, we do got a bearish div coming in on PopCat on the 7 minute, but it's pumping. Everything is up. This is the past 2 hours and 20 minutes. Everything's pumping. Bitcoin's up 4% in the past 2 hours. You know, so wow, SWI is just going through it right now. Holy sh! I gotta check my. Oh wow, yeah. So that's really about it. Be careful, everybody. Be careful. I don't want to do any charting. I don't want to steer anybody the wrong way. I mean, PopCat's in a cup and handle. You know, it's getting ready to break up here. but anything could happen and you could lose everything tonight. So that's really about it. Solana pumping hard, Ondo pumping hard. These are all 7-minute candles, guys. So these are all pumps. But other than that, market's pumping. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, and I think that the outcome is, no matter which way it goes, that is going to be the moment. Shortly after that is when we'll see the real pump. So all this leading up to it is exciting. But once the market has certainty, I think we're off to the races. We might still have retracements coming up, but we're basically certain. And then also tomorrow there's the rate hike, right?
I do believe it is tomorrow. FOMC schedule.
Yeah. So those are some big things to watch. Be careful with your trading. Yeah. Might want to watch the market and see what happens. And then, But we were talking about just before the election, there's usually a pre-election dump. We saw that.
Yep.
And now we're going the other way. So.
Yes, tomorrow and Thursday.
Well.
So, and I think they're going to cut rates again.
Yeah, I think so too.
So it's going to be volatile. Everybody be careful out there. Watch your moving averages. This is the type of, so when you're like dealing with this much volatility, you want to be down here on the 1 minute and the 7 minute, and you want to be in and out. You see this 1 minute, you see this lose the 200 on the 1 minute, run for the hills. You know what I mean? If the 7 minute, if it starts pumping and the 7 minute loses the 200, run for the hills. Make sure you're not overextended from the 21, and it's just scalping right now. If you would have got in a lot earlier, there's some long-term plays, but everything's just pumped so hard. I'd be careful. And on the other hand, I wouldn't want to short anything because you don't know. They may declare it for Trump tonight and everything goes freaking wild, So, do you have any articles? I don't have no articles. I didn't bring nothing up.
I had a few, but basically, let's see. I just bought 9 junkies. Now I just need you to send me 2 bosses. Just say it.
What we should do is we have bosses. I don't know. Me and John will come up with some giveaways. We should do some giveaways. Yeah. Some boss giveaways.
For sure. I think that's great. Yeah, my articles are kind of like a little bit too dense for a night like tonight. One of them is about music being inscribed on Bitcoin. I think that's huge. And I think that if you watch the interview with Solidity, everybody that's out there, check out that interview. Very interesting interview with how music and blockchain are working together to change the industry and disrupt it. And so I think that the Bitcoin inscriptions of music is kind of like the next level of that. And with Bitcoin OS and things like that happening, that means that the SIP standard on Cardano could probably be implemented on Bitcoin and be just as transformative for that industry. So I'm bullish on that.
So what are they doing with the music on Bitcoin? Gonna be like a ordinal? It'll be inscribed on one Satoshi?
Yes, it'll be inscribed on one Satoshi. But see, from the talk with Solidity, the thing that is important about that is there's a lot of documentation that has to be put into minting your music in order to basically be a stand-in for copyright and royalty distributions from the artist standpoint. So this brings down the cost of legal, the cost of distribution, the cost of production down pretty exponentially and in the favor of the artist. So I think that combining that, the SIP 60 standard on Cardano that Solidity is working on with Bitcoin inscriptions kind of makes it a more permanent thing forever globally.
Okay.
So I just think it's interesting. But we'll dig into that. I might share that actually with Solidity and see, because I said a while back that they should look into that, and then I think that it's cool that it's actually something that's happening.
Right.
But that's about
I
it.
think it's novel. Go ahead.
No, I said that's all I got.
That's really all I got too. I just didn't want to. I want to make sure we came on here, said what's up, give you the market update, let you know about the election. And we need to get back together. This is a big day. This is a monumental day for everybody. If you haven't voted and you can still vote, go vote. I mean, the thumbnail tells it all. It's your future. Do you want 4 more years of this? Do you want 4 years of Trump? I guess. I don't know what he's going to accomplish, but it won't be what we're going through now.
Yep. Agreed.
All right, let's call it. Let's
All
call
right,
it. Back to our regularly scheduled program tomorrow night.
Yes. Everybody have a great day. Good night. Peace. Thank you, guys.